so now we have to change everything that we have to do. We have to pivot. We have to, kind of go a different direction. But I always followed you on Instagram, Facebook, all the other things, because we met, with our buddy Ray Perez, and we met at his events, and you heard me host and you heard me speak, and then you got a chance to speak, and you had a chance to share your story a little bit. And but you are literally in this, from the entrepreneur side, you're more of the motivation, inspiration side than an entrepreneur, even though that's how people will kind of put you in that column. But you literally are someone that's inspirational. We've talked about doing things together for a while, but yeah, tell us a little bit, what about, how do you think our relationship came about, and all that stuff?
Well, thank you for all that. I'm so excited to be here, first and foremost. I believe it came about just genuinely because like attracts like. When we're tuned into a same frequency, you're going to get more of that. And unfortunately, it works the wrong way with the low frequency, because we've all been in a bad frequency. We're like, why? God, why do I keep attracting all these knuckleheads in my life? Why all these crazy things keep happening? And as soon as you decide, you know what, I want a better life and I have better intentions, and you get kind of obsessed by it in your heart, then the universe responds to that. Not just a wish, but when you start to get obsessed with saying, I want to be better and I want to empower other people somehow to be better, all of a sudden, we know that we want to do that. That's like the calling in our heart, but we don't know who we're going to do it with. We can't even know how it's going to happen. We just have to trust a power greater than ourselves.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I mean about that, right?
Yeah.
It's just, there's something that's keeping whatever anybody's religious or faithful beliefs or any of these things, there's something that keeps your heart beating every night without you having to think about it, writing on your list of things to do. Oh, I forgot to write down, keep my heart beating. But yet it still does it. But when I start thinking about doing great things, then the universe, God, whatever you want to say, puts people into our path. It puts all the right tools, all the right resources. So what we may not see in front of us as a path, we just have to walk one step at a time. And as I've done that, I've met so many great people that have led to other people, because I'll just give a quick shout out to Dave Van Hoos. If I didn't know Dave Van Hoos, and I didn't meet Dave Van Hoos a couple of years ago, almost 2 years ago, even though I know he was on my Facebook for a long time, I wouldn't have met Ray Perez, I wouldn't have met you, I wouldn't have met Gary Arias, the whole amazing Miami crowd, and so many people that I haven't seen for a while. And I think really it's a great opportunity for us to stay socially connected in a completely different way. Like you said, David, we're on the air here, and there's never been a more important time for us not to stay isolated and be trying to figure out, why is this happening? I don't know why, but I know that we can find good in it if we all put our hearts together and we look for the good, and we look for the opportunity in this situation. I don't mean opportunity to make money, but I mean the opportunity to do good and to create something. The money will come from doing that, but that's really the intention. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, and to follow that, you're talking about being creative. Most of us don't have the time to be creative. We are so in the hustle and bustle of the world and what everybody else expects from us, that most of us don't get that opportunity to actually have this time to create. Now that we have the time, Tim, and this is why I thought it'd be perfect to have you on the show, is now that we have this time, some people aren't taking advantage of it, are they?
No, that's a great point. And again, it's not like a judging thing. It's
no,
sometimes we're not conscious of
just
it.
communication.
Absolutely. We're all just chatting, and sometimes when we become conscious of something from the outside about something going on inside, then we can make the inside changes. But we can't step outside of ourselves sometimes to see what we're doing or thinking that's really not beneficial. But the bottom line is this time is here now. Now, granted, every one of us has said, let me just take a small opportunity to go eat bad, sleep in late, binge watch Netflix, or do any number of just fun or nothing things. And that's cool, because every one of us needed a little bit of a break. But listen, my advice, my intention is to say, don't get lulled into a sense of complacency by just doing nothing until all of a sudden you hear the bell going off and say, all right, it's time to run into the next phase of this human race thing, whatever that may be. And you're like, and now all you can do is react.
Yes.
All you can do is emotionally react. You're probably going to freak out because you were anticipating it, because you were watching Netflix. But if you say, let me put down the Netflix just for a minute, and let me start thinking about what might be coming ahead, and just position myself for it. And the only way for me to do that is to go inside and start using this quiet time, not to get away from myself or distract myself, but to do the opposite, to get connected to my inner self and to fall in love with that man or that woman or that young person, whoever you are, because there's been some point we've all like loved ourselves when we were little kids, and somehow we've gotten far away, and there's a lot of people living in fear and distance and loneliness and maybe depression. And you know what? My message is really simple. The best way to create let me say that again. The best way to predict your future is to create it.
Correct. You have to start somewhere. Absolutely. And, you know, and moving from that and thinking about creating and taking this time, and we're not telling anyone, again, he mentioned it. We're not judging anyone. We're not saying that. Our job is to what? Try to inspire, try to give people a little bit of hope. That's why I created this show. And most importantly is to think about, it's not, listen, 2-3 days of Netflix is not a bad thing, but then eventually this has been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever it is. All of a sudden we're looking at 40 days on May, right? We're looking at almost 40 days in May. As of May 1st, I think it's going to be 40 days. And, you know, and I think of so many biblical things about 40 days, but let's not go there right now. But you kind of took a little bit over 40 days, because I haven't heard from you in a while until recently we caught up again. And I didn't know. I just thought maybe you're just traveling and working or whatever. But you kind of, I took a quarantine because I went through chemo and I couldn't see anybody, and I had to be, everything had to be cleaned and nobody could be around me. And anyway, you took a quarantine not because of cancer, but you just decided I need a time off. Why did you do that, and what did you learn?
You know what's funny? Just as you were speaking right now, when I'm thinking about you speaking about going through your triumph really over that cancer, because a lot of people, they look at that as a sentence. So to rise above that really is a triumph. That in that case, a quarantine is that so no germs or any types of things can infiltrate your system while you're trying to recoup, get healthier and get better, and let your body do what it does so well, which is heal. And you know, now that you mentioned it, it gave me the answer, because here's what the quick background, I'll make it like a 30-second thing. Last August, I think I put up my last post up until March. But so last year, August of 2019, I put up a post, whatever, inspirational, and then my mind said, I need to get away from noise. I need to get away from negative energy. And I'm not referring to anyone or anything, just I need some quiet time to go on a journey with me. And so I did go away someplace, but it's not someplace that you can book through a travel agent or take a plane or a ship to. I just went through a really great spiritual journey. And in the course of doing that, I've read and read and read. And I still keep going back to the basics and the classics. This is Think and Grow Rich. It just never gets old, because the more you read it, you don't just see something that wasn't there before. You see something in yourself that wasn't there before. That just another layer has continued to unfold. And as we do that and we raise our consciousness, we're okay with being by ourselves. So what I ended up doing is I kind of went into a social distancing quarantine thing because I needed to. And I swear to you, I didn't go to any mastermind, networking events. I wasn't hanging out with Brent. I wasn't hanging out with you. And I kept saying, I miss everybody. That was like the hardest part. But there was this part of me that just was like, not yet. I'm not doing anything to anyone or against anyone or being anything. I just needed that for me. And when I came back, I wanted to tell people, I think if you need time alone, I think you should take it.
Mm-hmm.
It did me so much more good than anything I've done. I've never spent that much time alone. And then it got to the point where I was ready to rejoin my friends and the human crowd. And that was March 12th, 7 months to the date from my last post. 7 months. And I talked with you and Gary.
We talked 2 days, March 14th. I did my women's conference. And for some reason, I didn't know anything that was going on with you. I didn't know. I just listen. For me, we all get busy into our, especially what we want to do, your passion. So I literally thought you were just speaking all over the place. You were traveling countries and doing different things and partnering, maybe doing masterminds and things. So I, in no shape or form did I just think that you were off the grid in terms of being around people. I just didn't know that. But then after my conference, my team and I went to eat, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, Tim, and we called you from the car, and that's how we reconnected. And then that's when you shared with me. It's like, no, I've been gone. I just got back up on 2 days ago. So it's just kind of interesting how that happened, Tim. And but listen, I get it. I went through that. You know, 2 years of my life, and I would say a year of that was in kind of quarantine. I get it. And I tell you, I am a better person because of that, because my relationship with God got so close to the point that I knew exactly what I was meant to do in this earth. I knew that revealed my purpose. And you're someone that I know you know your purpose, and you're just kind of enhancing it. But, one thing I ask all my guests is to come up with one word. Give me one word that you can share with everyone that's going to give them hope, and then, expand on that word for just a minute.
Absolutely, and I can tell you this word with no hesitation, because we talked about it earlier, and a word came down and I typed it in instantly, because I think it's one of those go with the first thing that you think of, and what came from my heart is the word evolution.
Okay, good.
Evolution. And evolution, the base word is evolve. To evolve. We are all in a constant state of evolution. Every day, in fact, every second of every day. Now, we don't see the every second thing. We don't even see the everyday thing, but mankind, human beings as a species, for thousands and thousands and even tens of thousands of years evolved very slowly. And then over about the last 100 years, the pace has started to quicken. So over the last 20 years, it's been more than what's happened in 250 years before that. And now, what took tens of years that used to take hundreds or thousands is now taking days, weeks, and months to flip into a new dynamic. And proof of that is that, if I told you 2 or 3 months ago that people would be locked down, everything's closed just about except necessary stuff, people would be walking around covered because of safety reasons or being made to, or whatever the case is, for this thing that's going on. If I told you that, and all this is going on, you would think that I'm, kind of crazy or something, that I'm a cuckoo. And now, human beings in a quick time have adapted to the new normal. Like right now, at this moment, that's the normal. If I walked around 3 months ago, if I woke up from a deep sleep like Rip Van Winkle, and I saw people walk around like that, I'd be like, what the heck is going on? But since we know it, we're sort of like, okay, we adapt to it real quick. And the words social distancing are now part of the vocabulary, quarantine, and all the words for this virus and everything like that. And we see the damages of it, and people dying or people getting sick, and so we have to take it seriously. But right in the middle of that, we have to ask ourselves, I think, the question, which is this. If I don't want to get stuck in saying, oh, I'm watching the news and everything's bad, oh my God, well, what do I do? Maybe just start thinking to yourself that we're living in a world of emerging conditions. It's happening very, very fast. How can I be an emerging leader in this new world? How can I create the world rather than just being an extra or a participant in a world? How can I be one of the directors, one of the writers, one of the stars of the next version of this world? You're a part of this world, David. You're a part of, this world would not be the same without your energy, brother.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And that's why I'm excited to do not just to be here with you and with everybody that's watching, but to be a part of what everybody's doing right now, because anybody that's not thinking about what to do next, my strong invitation is just start thinking to yourself, what is it that I really have in me? And this is what I was asking somebody earlier today. What is something that you have maybe mastery of, that you've put in that 10,000 hours to become a master of something? Could be music, could be something, could be anything. But all of a sudden you go, yeah, I'm really good at that, but I'm not doing that thing because there's some fear, or I was waiting for something to happen. And if you're waiting for something to shift in the outer world, you got it. But what do you have to do? I'll bounce this back to you, David. What do you have to do to make it now shift in the inner world to say, you know what, I need to do this right now while this is going on, right now, today. What needs to happen?
Well, I want to say, first of all, thank you for making time today. I know you're doing a lot of work right now because you're getting ready to launch a lot of things after this is done. I love your word, evolution. To evolve and to change is something that I've always had to do in life. For whatever reason, I had to. Evolution is something I think of changes. I think that everybody thinks I don't want to change, but here's the thing, you do change. There's times you walk into a relationship and you say, I will never change, but that woman will get you to change, or that man will get you to change. Even at work, sometimes you say, I won't do something, but yet you do end up changing. You might not see it because it might just be evolving little by little, but you eventually become a new being. Now, change will happen with or without you. The world's going to continue to change with or without you. I've changed a lot from the first 29 years of my life to after cancer. Before cancer, BC, and after cancer, AC, I've changed. I'm not the same person I was. Now, yes, my charisma, my positivity, my energy, the things, the gifts and talents God gave me, I still acquired, and I understand them and I have knowledge about them, but now I use them differently. I use them for a greater purpose. So the question is, evolve. Are you evolving, or are you letting everybody evolve around you? Here's the thing though, if you don't evolve now, when are you going to evolve? When are you going to change? What is it going to take? Here's the thing. People say, oh, hell froze over, or the world's going to stop. Well, guess what? The world stopped. And you cannot. You have to make that decision now. So take Tim's advice from evolving. How are you going to evolve? Think about those dreams like he was talking about when you were young. Think about those dreams. Maybe go back to those journals. Maybe go back to looking at, wait, I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. Wait, I have this gift. Wait, I have a passion for something. Take this time. You have no distractions. Take this time to see if those dreams can evolve, can become something. Because here's the thing, during this time, you can change. And when you come out of it, at the other end, the blessing will be waiting for you. So again, thank you for listening. I hope that Tim and his word, evolution, to evolve, to change with this trying times, gives you a little hope to go back to those dreams and see if you can start making them happen now. Don't wait. Don't stop. Keep going. Move. Be the life changer like Tim. Keep moving and keep inspiring and using your gifts. Well, anyway, this has been another segment, and I wanted to always leave you with, like I always say, find hope, have faith, and live every day with purpose. Thank you, Tim, again for being part of the show, and may God continue to bless you and keep you safe, man, and I cannot wait to see everything that is evolving from this time in your life. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you, David.
To everyone, signing off. This has been Life Changers